Right, got ourselves a new kind of passenger today. Yeah, anyway, we're just off out to Stanton Park. He's going to take him out for a little bit of a walk and a wander in the woods. Yeah, I'm just thinking that the way things are going at the moment, if they are going to start locking us down, you know, and keeping us kind of in our homes, as it were, then I think I'm going to try and grab every opportunity I can to go out and gonna have a little bit of a walk in the woods. Talking to Tom, a friend of mine who lives in Swindon. Hi Tom, hope you're well. And I saw it as well on Facebook yesterday, Tom. You know, a friend of mine who has got some beehives, quite a few actually. Ron Hoskins, his name is. Great guy. He's in his late 80s. And he must be really devastated because some idiot, I mean, there's no other word to call this, whoever done it. I mean, it's gone in there and he's burnt his whole hives down in his sheds. It's all just been like burnt to the ground. Why would anyone want to do that? I really don't understand why someone would want to go and do something like that. You just got to be just mentally insufficient, I think. Anyway, yeah, it's just beggar's belief, isn't it, when someone can do such stupidness as that. There they come already. Look, they know, they just sense it. I think they can see, you know, people, you know, with food for them, and they all kind of just congregate, you know, just waiting for you to put the food on the table there. I've got some mealworms in there and some seeds and things, you know, so yeah, lovely. Come on then, chappies, come and get it. It's all yours. So here we go. Didn't take long, did it? There's a nuthatch there, look. Yeah, there's a robin down below. There's a great tit. Anyway, there we go. Just thought I'd just a quick visit here today, really, just to walk round, replenish some of the bird feeding stations. So it's just something so simple, you know, you can get quite a lot of kind of satisfaction from, and you know, it just gives me a bit of pleasure, really, just to get out and into a place, you know, like this. I keep them going for a while. There we go. So yeah, let's head on, I think, down to another little place not far from here is the beehives. A friend of mine, Ron Hoskins, been there for many a year, best part of 20 years, I think. This way, yeah, he's been there for best part of 20 years, I think, doing his bees and selling, you know, good organic, natural, local honey to the people. And it's really nice stuff. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. I simply can't. I've not got the vocabulary or the words to express how pissed off I am from seeing this. There is a fundraiser going on. There is a fundraiser for Ron. I think it's up to almost £2,000 at the moment. I mean, I'm going to go home and stick a £5 or a £10 in or something in anyway, you know, just to help out. But I mean, the guy's 89 years of age. I mean, this is his life's work. This is what he's, well, his proper job when he was working retired now. He was a gas fitter. He's done some work for me, but since retiring 25, 30 years ago, this is what he's done. He's built this up with his own money. To have some juvenile delinquent come along and just like trash it all within a night. I don't know who wins out of that. There's no winners there, are there? I mean he's 89. He's 89 years of age. The shock could have killed him. I know Ron really, really well.
Do you?
Yeah, I
was
know.
nearly in tears yesterday because we walk here a lot.
Well, there is a fundraiser.
I was going to say, are they doing a go for?
Yeah, I'll go stick a £5 or a tenner in it or something, like, you know.
My mum asked that as well, actually.
It's a little bit cold and very uninspiring at the moment out there, but soon we're hoping that the rays of sunshine come breaking through the clouds to awaken Stanton Park from its sleepy slumber. Yes. That's right, we see the new greens come through in a few weeks time, depending if spring is going to be on time. Normally see a change around late March into April, which is about where we are now. So things are going to start to change, hopefully, in the near future. So a fairly uninspiring scene unfolds in front of me at the moment. Give it a few months, things are going to be different. Thinking to myself just the other day, you know, morning. Yeah, I was thinking to myself just the other day, what if the world, I mean, hopefully it won't happen, but we're seeing, you know, there's just a very kind of like the cracks, you know, in the system, the way it is when everyone goes piling into the shops, you know, to buy up what there is. You know, what if like something, you know, kind of apocalyptic happened? Could we survive? The answer is probably not. I think probably about 95% of humanity would probably be wiped out. So I'm going to set myself a bit of a challenge, I think, later on in the year. When it's nice and warm. Not typical of England, by the way. I'm going to try and set up some kind of a base camp just by simply using very simple materials, cheap materials, like let's say a couple of tarpaulins. Okay, one tarp you use for a base sheet, another tarp you use for your covering, and then just really kind of finding stuff, foraging around the forest, you know, floor, to try and find pegs and things, you know, to hook it on and to whatever else, you know, just to see how I could survive. It was really going to show me up to be very, very, you know, unready, if you like, you know, for if something like that does occur. Now, what if that all came crashing down? How would we survive? You know, perhaps I know one or two people who probably would. My brother being one, Wiltshire man. Wiltshire man! And a good friend of mine, perhaps my friend Terry over in America, and Steve in Canada. You know, people like that will probably survive because they've kept hold of the old knowledge, which you know, youngsters these days are just not interested in, because, you know, their minds have changed over, you know, several generations. And the whirring of the siren really brings it home to you, doesn't it? Yeah. Modern living sometimes always isn't the answer, because the way which we are living our lives at the moment is unsustainable, and at some point it's going to all come crashing down. And when it does come crashing down, my God, the world is in for one hell of a shock. I just hope that it's not in my lifetime or my grandchildren's lifetime, but at some point it's going to happen. And the way things are at the moment, we might well be witnessing it. Right, okay, continuation of CamCap video diary. Time is 12:30. Right, so I'm on the way down to, I have got some work. A job came in earlier, well, yesterday. I've got to pop down to Heathrow, pick up a young lady, take her back to Highworth. This is the only job I've got in so far this week, as it goes. It might change, but it probably won't. I think it's going to be a bit creepy down at Heathrow Airport. There's not an awful lot going on at the moment regarding air travel. Yeah, so this is the only job I've got for the rest of the week. Going to be keeping myself busy though. Obviously I want to try and get some, make a bit of a portfolio regarding this this video company which I want to try and video promotions company which I want to try and start off at the moment on a very, very small scale. Then, you know, if it works, just try and build it up. Just offering local businesses really promotional videos which last about 90 seconds, just to outline what they do, you know, using video, sort of maybe a voiceover, music overlay, that kind of thing, something similar to what I did to my old CamCap, I suppose, which didn't go too well for me, did it? Never mind. I seem to try so hard, but I just don't seem to get anywhere. I'm just one of those, you know, I'm just one of those people, you know, who tries very, very hard, you know, and very sincere at what I do, but I just don't seem to get anywhere, no matter how much I push it, no matter how hard I try. Perhaps I'm just not, I'm out of touch or something, I'm just not hip, you know. So I don't know, but I'm going to try and offer my services to local businesses and just see if it takes off. So I can make a bit of a promo video on my taxi company, which you know, serves its purpose in two ways. I suppose way number one is that it promotes my you know, chauffeur services, and the other option is that it increases my portfolio for my my video making kind of like promotional business. I've just dropped off in the town of Highworth. Very interesting chap who I've just visited just now. He's given me a book. He's wrote a book. This is his own writing. It's quite a substantial book. It's called White Light, Red Fire by Robert Reed. Okay, a small nation's fight for freedom from tyranny and deadly foe. He's Scottish, by the way, and he's written there, to Andy, thanks for all the taxi journeys, the very best Bob, and reference 19th of March 2020. So there's quite a long book there about the kind of the history of Scotland and some of the battles they've had with us, England being the foe. He's also interjected some of his own kind of like drama to it. So that's a really good book, that one. It's a proper book, I think. That'd be interesting read. So yeah. So whilst I'm here, I'm just going to pop into the petrol station, which is just down here on the left hand side, because there's someone in there who I want to see, if they're still there, that is. They might have gone by now, but I'll pop in there and have a little look. I'll just park my car here for a minute or so. Hello. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. How are you?
Here.
I just popped up in Hollywood. Hey, Adam, how are you? All right, you're right, buddy. How are you, mate? You're right. Yeah. I just dropped in Highworth.
Oh, you
just now? Yeah, I just picked up Heathrow, dropped Highworth. Right. Okay. Yes. Sorry about that. Just had to pop in there into that petrol station in Highworth, because it's got a Costa Coffee in it, and there is a job going for me there if I want it, serving teas and coffees and cups of tea and bacon rolls. £9 an hour. It's pretty much better than what I'm going to be getting for the next couple of weeks, because the job I've just done, that's it really for the week, or more than a week. You know, I've just earned myself 90 quid, and I've just spent £50 in fuel pretty much, and that's gonna last me. Okay, it's gonna last me for the rest of the week. Got to buy food out of that and stuff, you know. It's pretty tough at the minute, but there is a job going in there if I want it. I'm not sure what they pay, I'm not sure how many hours I can get, but I know one thing, it's not going to be enough. Whatever it is, it's not going to be enough, you know, to cover my mortgage, to cover my bills, to cover my outgoings for the month. I'm going to be several hundreds of pounds short. All right, but you know, it's something better than nothing. It's better than dole money, put it that way. I can't rely on this at the moment because of the whole corona thing going on, people cancelling their bookings left, right and centre. So I mean, that's no good, you know. So I've got to do something else.